Hey guys, welcome to week 3 weigh-in. So I'm gonna be honest, this is one of them situations where I was thinking about ending the weigh-ins, the weekly weigh-ins, because I noticed that judgment is keeping me from being as open as I used to be. I know that there's always gonna be judgment, but I just feel like the level of judgment that I receive is off the charts. I've never seen anything like it on any other YouTube video, any other YouTuber. Like, every YouTuber gets judgment, gets hate, etc. But like, it's just insane how bad mine is over things that are very common. As a human being, I make very common mistakes, and it's not that I want to get away with certain mistakes, or like if I gain weight in a week. This is kind of what that's about, so you guys will see that towards the end of this video. Normal things that other people get to experience, I don't get that same experience. I am just constantly being judged and ridiculed and belittled, and it sucks, and it was preventing me from making this video, and that's why you guys are getting it a couple days late. So I'm sorry for that. I know deep down that I want to make these videos for the people who genuinely enjoy watching my journey, and not just like watching it to belittle me or to make me feel like crap about myself. So I'm going to answer 5 weight related, body related, food related topics that I've been seeing, whether it be like my Instagram, because I do Instagram Q&As, or I like to post on my community posts, just where I've been seeing certain questions in that realm. So I'm going to be answering 5 of those, and then we will get to how my week went. So the first question is, how much have you saved for weight loss surgery? So I think I'm going to keep that private, and the only reason why I'm bringing that up right now is because I do have weight loss surgery update. So when I first, filled out the patient packet and all that, they said that it'll be like 3 to 6 weeks before they will contact me, and we were reaching about 5 weeks, and I was like, okay, not getting anything. But I decided to email them because I didn't want to like call them. They could be busy, they could just check the email whenever they want. So I did email them, and when I emailed them, they responded with, oh, I actually have your packet right here. And they started talking about insurance, and I was like, but I thought you guys don't do insurance anymore for weight loss surgery, because that's what they say now for like if you live in Kentucky. And I was just like really confused. So they were like, okay, how about give me a call and we'll talk more about insurance. So I ended up calling, and then we talked about insurance a little bit, and then I ended up having to call my insurance company and talking to them. Long story short, we're still stuck at the spot where it's like my insurance or no insurance in Kentucky no longer covers weight loss surgery. So all of that, like, I already knew, but I guess that's a new thing. Yeah, it's just reconfirmation on that regard. So she said, okay, so after you call your insurance company and you get an answer, call me back. So I've actually tried calling back 3 times, and there has been no answer, which is unfortunate. And I also decided to just give her another email, and I said, my insurance doesn't cover, so I will be self-pay. So what is the next step? So that has all happened within the last 2 days. So now I'm just waiting for a call back or an email back. Next question is, would you go back on Ozempic now that you don't care about rapid weight loss? Honestly, no, because there is a massive Ozempic shortage, and people with diabetes who has been taking Ozempic for a while aren't able to get the medicine because it's now like a new fad thing. I've heard through the rumor mill, whatever. I've heard that celebrities who are already thin is taking Ozempic. Why? That's really weird. So I would not take Ozempic just because of the shortage. If the shortage was stopped and everyone was getting the medicine they needed, then we can re-talk about it. Third question is, do you have rewards planned for hitting your weight loss goals? I don't, because I have tried to do this in the past where it's like, okay, if I lose 20 pounds, I can get a new purse. I ended up buying the new purse even before I hit the goal. In the past, I've done like, once I'm down 100 pounds, I'll do like a whole hair makeover, or I'll get a piercing I've wanted. And I know that's not gonna happen because I know that if I want something enough, then I'm gonna get it regardless. Fourth question, what's been your favorite meal lately? Definitely the homemade poke bowls that we have been doing. We've had it a few times now and it's so freaking delicious. I could literally eat it daily. Last question is, do you think it's fat phobic that people think Feline is either using you or a feeder? I do, because if I was a normal weight, people wouldn't think that Feline is using me. People wouldn't think that she's a feeder. And it just sucks because it's like, it's pretty much proving that based on the number on the scale, you guys are making me feel like I'm not valued as a human. Like I don't have worth as a human. Like I don't deserve love, or that someone can't find me attractive, or even just think that I have a good heart because of the number on the scale. And that is very, very fat phobic. And it also goes along the lines of like shallow. It's just like very shallow, it's disrespectful, and it just doesn't make sense because there are people out there who do not care about the number on the scale, and they find beauty in other things about me. Like, I'm just gonna use me for an example. Like, sure, being 500 pounds isn't beautiful. It's not a beautiful thing, but you can still be beautiful at 500 pounds. I will always forever think that. I don't think I'm beautiful. I don't think I'm pretty at all. That is what it is. But there are people out there that I have seen at my size who are beautiful, who have great hearts and great personality, and they deserve love. We deserve love just as much as someone who's 150 pounds. And I just think it's so crazy that just because someone is with me, that makes them a feeder or they're using me. I have nothing to give. They can't be using me. I have nothing to give. By insinuating that Feline is using me or a feeder, you're also insinuating that my exes were that way as well. Okay, so as for this week, we did the whole takeout thing on Sunday, which was my last weigh-in that you guys saw, and that was not triggering at all. What triggered me, and I mean this from like the bottom of my heart, I am so grateful for anything that you guys send me in my PO box. Like, it's just so kind that you guys even think of me, whether it's a letter or something you guys saw on Amazon that made you think of me. Like, it doesn't matter what it is so sweet. But someone did send me candy bars, and I don't want to blame this person because it's not the person's fault, because I could have easily gotten rid of the candy bars, but they massively triggered me. And it was like, I had a couple candy bar binges, I'm not gonna lie, and that led into a spiral of binging on other things, ordering takeout. And it was like every other day. It was like one day I would do really good, next day I was binging. One day I would do really good, next day I was binging. And literally it's a candy bar binge because I don't buy candy bars. Obviously there are times where I would love a candy bar, but Feline is like, do you really need one? So having tons of Cadbury candy bars in my pantry was extremely triggering, and I wasn't strong enough. And yeah, and to go back and forth, like one day do so good and next day do so bad, and just like that back and forth was wear and tear on my body. I will tell you that. Like my gallstones, I was feeling ill. I really truly was. And it's crazy because like I wasn't having much gallstone pain for like a few years. Like it was rare. And then ever since I took Ozempic and I was losing weight and I was losing more weight, and it was like I was down like 106 pounds, whatever. I don't know if like my gallbladder just like got triggered. And ever since then, it's like whenever I binge like really bad, I feel ill. And a lot of the times that doesn't happen. There are several different types of binges. Like the one that I have been having most is like the type where it's like I don't even get ill. I don't get full. I could eat so much and there's just, it's like never ending. How does my stomach expand that big? But I noticed after taking Ozempic and after stopping, I have just been getting like super sick from binging. And it's like sometimes not even like me being sick like that stops me, because I mean that's the issue, you know, binge eating disorder. And a lot of people have been like, are you sure you're a binge eater, or are you just like an addicted to food? And I'm like, can it be both? I don't really know. I know with trying to get weight loss surgery, I know I'm gonna have to see a psychologist, and this is a whole other subject because I already have one, but I'm not gonna be able to see the one that I have anymore, and I will explain that in a future video. I do not want to get into that right now because it actually makes me really sad. But by trying to get weight loss surgery, I am gonna have to see a psychologist who specializes in bariatric patients, and I think they're gonna be able to see more like what is really the issue. Is it binge eating? Is it food addiction? Is it both? And I think I'm really gonna take advantage of this whole weight loss surgery path I'm going on, because that is what I feel like is ultimately what is gonna change my life. And right now, obviously, I couldn't go under the knife. With the way that I binge, it's not gonna happen, because I need to be able to get in the right headspace and the right mind frame before I do that. And I don't know if that's gonna take me a couple weeks or a couple months or a year, I don't know, but we're gonna figure that out. So as for my weigh-in, last week I was 514.6, this week I was 515.8. I was only up 1.2, and I think it's because I was going back and forth. One day I was doing great, next day I wasn't. One day I was doing great, next day I wasn't. If I would have had the whole week at a horrendous rate of just binging or like overeating or whatever, I would have been up so much more weight. So it's like, as much as the yo-yo of it all made me feel like crap, I'm almost grateful it was a yo-yo and not just like a full-fledged binge week, because that would have been very bad. So yeah, I'm up 1.2. I should be down about 5 pounds right now if we're doing based on my goal here, or like a little over 4 pounds. I'm only down about 5 pounds, so I am still like there where my goal needs to be, so I'm happy about that. But still, like, I could have done so much better. But those candy bars, they really did something. Biggest trigger food, I feel like, is just like straight up candy bars. Like, oh my god, they were delicious though, so thank you to the person who sent them to me. But I'm just gonna let this be known right now, just don't send me food in my PO box, because it is triggering. And I think if someone does end up sending me food, I'm just gonna have to like automatically just get rid of it. So that's not me being like harsh or mean, but I'm just like doing that for my health and for my well-being, because yeah. Anyways, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry that I'm coming on here with sad news, but it's just what I'm experiencing, and I just wanted to be open and honest with you guys, even though I really actually truly didn't want to, but I knew it was the right thing to do. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.